I'm making this video because of an award being given out, and I saw the information about this award in this city magazine, which is the city of Rochester, New York. I'm having lunch, flipping through the city magazine or paper, and come across this page, an obelisk, and you know, what is that thing right there, the sun or whatever? And I said, what is it with these occult symbols? I mean, that's just incredible. I look at that and I see an ancient Egyptian obelisk that was made to house the sun god Amun-Ra. The heck is this thing? And it is the 2014 Ethy Award. And that is given to a business in Rochester. Now here's what really freaked me out about this is you see where that says on September 22nd? Now here's what's bizarre about that. There is an obelisk on Hill Cumorah in the spot where Joseph Smith met the angel Moroni and created the Mormon religion. And he did that. He met the angel Moroni in the 1820s, always on September 22nd. And now there's an obelisk that they built in 1935 in that spot. Actually, a field report that this guy did about the obelisk on Hill Cumorah, and as you can see, Smith stated that annually for the next 3 years on September 22nd, the night of the autumn equinox, he met the angel Moroni on Hill Cumorah in regards to the golden plates. There is a close-up of the obelisk on Hill Cumorah. Now, the real interesting thing about this in Rochester, the number 22, is this obelisk is 22 miles from some very important places. Tragedies, the county courthouse, the Blue Cross Arena War Memorial, basically dead center to the inner loop, churches, schools. You know, there's definitely something to this obelisk and the number 22. So when I saw that thing in the city newspaper that this award, which is an obelisk with the sun god sitting next to it, being awarded on September 22nd, it just was really freaky. On September 22nd, the day they were giving out that award, I actually made this video, which is on my YouTube channel. But listen to what I say in this video, and this is me doing this video. And I'm going to start with what I think is the central point, or the connecting point, to what I'm going to show you, and that's Hill Cumorah in Palmyra, New York. This is where Joseph Smith, the founder of the Mormon religion, met the angel Moroni in the early 1800s. It was the 1820s. And it was several years in succession. And here's what's important, or a lot of important stuff there, but what's really important is when he met this angel Moroni, it was always on the 22nd of September. Strangely enough, and I didn't purposely do this, I just happened to be thinking of it, here I am making this video September 22nd, 2014. Let me just show you about the Ethy Award. Now this is real interesting. It recognizes businesses and organizations that are doing the right thing. The crystal statuette, which is the obelisk, is presented to Ethy recipients, symbolizes both the navigator's and architect's compass, almost Masonic. But look at this, and it says, the roots of ethics in the ancient world. Here they are mentioning the ancient world. And, you know, they're in that September 22nd, the obelisk, and the obelisk is from ancient Egypt. With all this occult symbolism, the date, September 22nd, the obelisk, that sun god Amun-Ra symbol. I made a video a couple months ago about the Lilac Festival here in Rochester, New York, called Lilac Festival and the Cult of Saturn, on my channel, and I kind of detected that the Cult of Saturn may be running the Lilac Festival. I made this video a couple months ago. this video today about the cult of Saturn and how deeply this cult is into society. They basically control the schools, churches, and courts. And I'm making this video about the Lilac Festival because they're also controlling the Lilac Festival. It was kind of fun. So yeah, I made this video because I think this cult of Saturn really is controlling the Lilac Festival. And I'm going to relate that to a symbol of the organization that put out that reward with the obelisk, the Ethy Award. Okay, so as part of this Lilac Festival and the cult of Saturn has three symbols that they worship, I guess you could say: the sun, the moon, and Saturn. And this is from that Lilac Festival video again. I looked for. Then I'm thinking, okay, how about Saturn and the sun and the moon? Okay, there's the sun right there under RochesterEvents.com. There's your sun, and there, right there, disguised as the Lilac Festival logo, is Saturn. See this? The ring of Saturn, and Saturn's in the middle. That's what that is. So you got the sun, Saturn, and I'm like, okay, there's got to be a moon around here somewhere to complete this. So here we go. We find out that yesterday, last night, that at the cult of Saturn, they played the entire Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. And you know, I just want to point out that they played the Dark Side of the Moon, which probably was a warning, because what happened a few months after the Lilac Festival in Rochester was pretty tragic. We had two tragedies within 2 days of each other. We had Officer Pearson killed, first-time an officer in Rochester has been killed since the 1950s. And then 2 days later, Larry Glazer and his wife Jane Glazer, a major builder and businesswoman in the Rochester area, you know, very high level, were killed in a tragic plane incident that seemed to involve a problem with the cabin pressure and oxygen, which led to a plane crash. And that brings me back to this Ethy Award, and as you can see, the symbol of the Rochester Area Business Ethics Foundation is the symbol of Saturn. Saturn in the middle and the ring of Saturn. And you know, the interesting thing about this is, you know, that obelisk is a Mormon thing on Hill Cumorah. But if you read about Joseph Smith, a lot of people say he was also a high-level Freemason. And what's interesting about this, if you look close at that symbol, there's also a compass in that symbol. It's almost like a Masonic twist to the cult of Saturn. You know, to see those symbols with the obelisk and this and the date of 9/22, you know, the people at the top of this must be following ancient Egyptian cultures and techniques, I guess, and they must be getting something out of these symbols and archetypes, I would think. I want to close this video by just pointing out a little bit of Carl Jung and what he says about the unconscious and archetypes. And you can kind of read that. Jung concept of collective unconscious is based on his experience with schizophrenic persons. But if you scroll down here, there he says, birth, death, power, and failure are controlled by archetypes. The religious mystic experiences are also governed by archetype.